of boredom, I asked Zach to put on a Pandora station. Alas, the hospital Wi-Fi gave out, and I was stuck giving myself titty twisters to the dulcet tones of a Bob Dylan CD left in Zach's laptop. A hard rain's gonna fall, indeed. Minutes or hours later, time stretches like my belly, and I'm on my back, too tired to hang on to the bed. The midwife and nurse are camping out near my wide-open spaces when another contraction rumbles through me. They've now got me pulling my own knees toward my head while simultaneously pushing out the baby and holding my breath. It's brutal. I feel like I'm drowning. Anyone that tells you you can prepare your body for birth is a royal asshole. Unless there's a woman out there shoving a cantaloupe up her hoo-ha in order to practice pre-enacting the art of expelling a baby's head, I don't see what I could have done to make this more pleasant. I weighed all of my birth options the second my pregnancy test glowed positive. Should I go the Bradley route? There were too many classes involved. How about a water birth? I envisioned parts of my body shriveling to a raisin-like consistency and a bathtub never providing solace again. I considered a home birth but nixed the idea when I realized it meant I'd have to clean the house before and after. Plus, my grand old age of 36 puts me in the higher risk birth category. Zach and I chose to go with a midwife at a hospital, as natural a birth as possible while still surrounded by beeping sterility. I diligently typed up a 6-page birth plan, and we perfectly timed the pregnancy and birth to give me maximum maternity leave with the baby while not taking extra time off from my job as a middle school English teacher, 12 weeks until the end of the school year, plus 12 weeks of summer. And voila! Here I am, bearing down and pooping out a kid. Why isn't he out of me yet? More whining. I wish someone would just pull the damn thing out. Can't somebody find a pair of barbecue tongs and yank him out by the head? Don't they do that? Zach rounds the edge of the bed and chants next to my midwife, "We can see the head! You can do it! You're doing great!" How am I doing great? The baby is still inside me, and now Zach can never unsee the bloody massacre of a vagina he used to covet. I try shooing him away with my arms, but no one is looking at my top half. All eyes are on old Betty Sue, a nickname for my vagina that most certainly will never be used again under any sexual circumstances. Another 5 rounds of pushing, and I don't think I can muster the energy for another go. What the motherfucking shithell is going on? I groan. Why isn't he out yet? I'm guessing the midwife has heard it all. But I also feel like people who use midwives and have natural births are supposed to be weeping organic tears of joy and proudly shouting womanly affirmations, not slapping together random strings of profanities that pop into her sweat-soaked brain. It's hard to feel empowered when I'm pretty sure I just took a crap on the bed. Zach, get away from there! I yell as my last morsel of mystique lies somewhere on the white sheet. You're doing great, Annie! He cheers, belying the look of panic and attempt at hidden disgust on his face. You've got this. Big push now. Come on! The midwife and nurse count me through the moment they call crowning, which I can only assume describes my overstretched labia making a crown for my baby's massive melon. It certainly does not make me feel royal. Finally, that big-ass cantaloupe head busts its way out of my nether regions. Another couple of slightly less grueling pushes, and something wet and floppy slithers out of my body and immediately begins crying. I fall back onto my pillow, the pillow they told me to bring from home that is now covered in hours of sweat and gristle, and that I will throw into the hospital biohazard garbage the first chance I get. Moments later, someone plops the baby onto my chest. He squints, not crying but looking extremely rumpled and confused. Bits of viscera stick to his little face. He stares at me with foggy, dark eyes. I stare back at him, wide-eyed and frozen. He's okay. He's here, a nurse encourages me. I don't move. You can hold him while we sew up your tear.